Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the annual general meeting of the rappers and your rappers' favorite rappers. Yes, I am talking about this year's Bay's Hottest MCs 2020 list. And 2020 was one hell of a year, what with COVID and lockdown keeping our rappers indoors and working on their music. But does that mean that their music is going to earn them that position to be on the top 10 list for this year? So I'm not going to decide on that list. I am, however, going to be joined by an esteemed panel who's going to be deciding who's sitting from number 1 all the way down to number 10 for this year's Bay's Hottest MCs 2020. And now let's get straight into it. And now that we've got things started here on Bay's Hottest MCs 2020, here is your panel.
We're here are the 6 horsemen, here to deliver the State of Hip-Hop address. It's a three-peat for K-Easy from the Cape of Good Hope. With that Mamba mentality, he's here to deliver his Dear Hip-Hop address. We've got Lola Odiba, the smooth, beatboxing, throwback rocking, putting everything after the Diba's hitter. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. The young legend is in the building. DJ K-Mo, the street NR, the man with the golden ear. The come-up is real. Be sick. Stand up, Chef K-Mo. What's cooking, son? Mandy Sansiti. She always writes something worth reading. But now, she's here doing something worth writing about. We got the Jiggy DJ Venom, homie out here spitting antidotes of facts. Mr. Nice Time, I got Lindy, he out here stunting. Last but certainly not least, we got Nota, the answer, the disruptor, organized chaos, and 100% no capper. Look past all the noise, there's a message from this one they love to hate. Uzu moya. When you see these individuals walking down the street, walk on by. It's not personal. Get hip-hop, a dog.
We've got our panel who's officially joined us here today. And of course, we're going to be diving into what exactly the list is going to be looking like for 2020. How are you guys feeling about last year's list, 2019?
Sure, my jersey should have been number 1.
So who was sitting at number 1 last year?
Nasty.
Nasty C at number 1. Are you feeling as though he's going to take that number 1 spot again this year?
Not a chance.
No, not a chance.
No way.
Really?
I don't think you can say not a chance.
Not a chance.
Top 3 maybe.
Unbelievable.
Not even top 5.
Wow. Wow.
He's in my top 5.
Really?
Yeah.
There's no way Casper is in the top 5.
How?
And there's no way Nasty is ahead of Casper.
So,
I'm just saying. Okay.
All right.
Well, as you can see, it's going to get heated here for the hottest MCs. But what we do have to check out and make sure that we're sticking to is the criteria for this year.
This is the criteria.
Yo.
Bars and lyrics, check.
Do you have a gift of the gab? Is your wordplay on the level of a samurai swordplay?
Lean in my cup.
Like say, do you have the bars and lyrics or should you get the chop?
Impact. Did you shake up the scene? Or are you riding on the waves of others in the scene?
Welcome to my YouTube channel.
When we hear your name, do we laugh now or cry later?
Do you have the streets in a chokehold? Or you out here choking?
Or are you capping?
God bless the Africa, you already know. Sales. It's all about the numbers on the board. It's all about the rhymes and also about the checks. How blessed is your success?
Do you have what it takes to grind? Do you have the effortless swag that makes you stand head over shoulders above the rest?
We're back. Ugasmurisha, nice time. Come celebrate with Super with us.
All right, so with that, we're going to jump straight into the list for 2020. And of course, you have all sent through your top 10 lists. We've had to, adjudicate and deliberate and see how they actually all fit into one accumulated list. And as it stands, you've all voted and you've all decided that at number 10, we have Ricky Rick.
Nah, not yet. Not number 10. He deserves to be in a high spot.
No ways.
Okay.
Doesn't deserve to be in the top 10.
He is in the top 10.
Him
for 2020.
Questa only released 2
Excuse me,
songs.
don't speak about Questa.
I'm just saying.
Don't speak about Questa. The thing is, what you're doing when you do that is you're creating a narrative and you're comparing the artists. Ricky Rick's influence in the game,
impact
above
culture.
the singles.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. There are a lot of artists who are probably in this top 10 who wouldn't be in this top 10
because who are in the new wave. No, in the new wave.
No, potentially. Well, we don't know who's in the top 10.
Culture.
You can't compare the two because we're going to bring up the impact of Ricky Rick outside of the game, outside of music. When you take it and you say Questa and Ricky Rick, you only look at music only.
No, what I'm saying is this. Because they've only dropped 2 songs.
Okay.
Forget everything else. Let's start with those who brought music to 2020. Because that is what we're actually here to discuss. The people who are dropping music are the ones who are moving the culture forward. Right.
Yes.
The people who are dropping very little music, we need to stop this thing of giving people a spot on the list because it's their big brand.
No, I
Let's
agree.
focus on the future. It's 2020 now. It's a new decade. We've got 10 years of rappers to look up to this list that is going to decide what is South African hip-hop for the next 10.
I agree with you. I just don't want you to get into the space where you're shifting the goalposts.
No, I'm not shifting it. I'm saying honorable mention to Ricky. Honorable mention to Questa.
Look, I mean, but this is the thing, Nota.
Ricky Rick has
Hold
not
on,
made
Nota,
more
you made
impact
your
than
point.
Gamo.
Wait.
Hasn't
Thank
been
you.
what?
More impact
Hold
than
on,
Gamo impact.
Nota. All I'm saying is the criteria for this list.
It's true.
The criteria for this list does actually include impact.
Yes.
And you're right in what you're saying because impact can be brand power versus music power.
Yeah.
And Ricky Rick, in my opinion, from a brand power is definitely doing more than musically.
Yeah.
So
That's
we
true.
need to decide how we balance that out on
I
its
think
own.
we need to
And
count
we're
the
going-
brands after.
We're going to get to all of that because the criteria exists for a reason. But you also can't sit on number 10 because we're never going to get to number 1.
Okay.
So I think we all just need to understand the time factor here.
Okay.
So we're going to jump straight into number 9 and then we'll decide whether number 9 stays at number 9 or whether he drops to number 10 and number 10 moves to number 9. All right, at number 9, we do have the boy doing things, A. Reese.
No.
I love Reese, but you can swap them.
I feel like, and we need to mention this now, I think. COVID-19 happened.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And Reese, in my opinion, was about to just get set up for the year of A. Reese.
In your opinion?
In my opinion, right? He was about to do his first event property. He was potentially going to release another project, and he was probably going to end up touring the country.
What about
So hold on, let me
vocalistic?
finish my point, Nota.
It
Right?
almost doesn't count.
So I'm appreciating the fact that COVID-19 was definitely a factor for 2020, which is not a factor that we had to decide on for 2020, 2019, 2018, or whatever the case may be. So in this 2020 year, and obviously music having to be paused, but music was still being released. So at the end of the day, we still have to look at the artists and what they had released during this time, whether it gave the impact that it did, and whether they actually had the buzz that we are looking for. So remember the criteria. Do you think hip-hop came through to the forefront in 2020 with the music that did come out and not what coulda, shoulda, woulda?
Hip-hop it should have done better this year. Hip-hop has a lot of competitors in genres. We have piano that's doing phenomenally well. Gom is also coming back up into the scene. And hip-hop, for me, it's been a couple of years since, I think that year when Ngud came out, or when Casper, 2016 was the year. That was a great year for hip-hop. And ever since that point, and this year's no different, COVID or not, it's lacking.
Mandisa, what do you have to say about how lockdown had affected some of the artists?
I have to agree with Ulula. Like, lockdown affected everybody. The mark of what we would consider like a great artist right now is how were you able to adapt to the changing climate of the music industry in general. You know, and not just when it comes to the content that you're putting out, but also the music that you're putting out. You know, because we're no longer moshing.
Yes.
You know, so the quality of your bars, the quality of your content, you know, how did you level up?
But what I would say is that I disagree with the whole of, we don't compete as hip-hop against other genres. We eat them up. Right now, the biggest hip-hop song is an amapiano beat. Ricky Rick, Ungaznish. You know, Costa Titch as well has got a trap amapiano infusion. It's because the hip-hop artists are sleeping on the indigenous sounds that are making South Africa dance. They are choosing to become American, and all the American wannabes did nothing this year. But everybody else shot the lights out.
That's so dope. I love that. We need to adapt to the times that we're in. With that, we're going to adapt straight into our number 8 spot of the hottest MCs. Are you guys ready? Are you going to shake things up for us?
Wait, so is he staying at number 9?
That's what you all said that you were happy.
No. Both of them don't deserve to be on the list.
Because you guys are chilling.
No,
I'm saying you can move him up to 10.
I think what we're saying is he's a dope artist.
Yeah.
He just didn't have anything dope
To crack the list.
to show for it for 2020.
Yeah.
And we're also justifying it for him as well. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I am
Not
going to
just for
say,
him, but
honestly,
for everyone that's watching.
Aries hasn't given us anything for us to say he's a top 10 MC at this point in time.
Would you say Ricky Rick though?
But
No.
this is
Neither of the
but
two.
this is
Spot.
but this is and then it's a question of what we said earlier
But that's
on.
that's what we need to decide.
Yeah.
Are we keeping Ricky Rick at number 10?
Nah, I don't think so.
Is A-Reese moving to number 10?
No,
No.
I think we're
Nah,
taking
he's
both of them off the
coming.
list.
Both of them are off the
Completely.
list.
Yeah.
So we're back at number 10.
Completely.
Yeah,
Both.
Both.
I agree.
Man,
I think there's I think there's many other MCs that we can add to the list, and I think the mistake that a lot of lists make that I've watched is that they holding on to these people and not removing people off the list, and then you end up getting to the top 5 and you're stuck with people that shouldn't have been on the list in the first place.
If we're taking off A-Reese and if we're taking off Ricky Rick, who is sitting at number 10? Who are you nominating to be at number 10?
Nota, you just said Ricky Rick has the hottest hip hop song
Right now.
Right
Not
now.
for- right now.
Hold on.
And because of
Let me
the
finish my
way,
point.
hold on.
Let me
At the
finish my
same
point.
time,
But let me finish
it's
my point.
sliding down the charts so much that
no time.
Let me finish my point. Let me finish my right now. There are a lot of artists who won't get the hottest hip hop song right now in the country.
Yes.
You have to acknowledge, even if it's there for 1 week,
Yes.
but at some point it is the hottest in the country right
So
now.
are you
Do you
playing-
say
so are you
hip hop song?
Yeah.
hip hop?
Yes.
It is a
Do
hip
you,
hop
so are you saying to me you can have the hottest song in the country?
And
No,
And
you
not-
can
and
have
hold
the
on.
hottest hip hop song, but not the hottest song in the country.
Are you saying to me that you can have the hottest hip hop song in the country and not be counted for the top 10?
If your song
It's
is
a yes
hot,
or no?
yes.
There you go. You've made your
Okay.
answer. All right. So
Okay.
is Ricky Rick sitting at number 10?
No.
Or is he at number 9?
New nomination.
Can we find a new nomination?
Okay.
Yeah.
So you want to remove Ricky Rick all in all?
I
Is
don't.
that what we're
I don't.
voting?
I
I'll
personally,
keep him at number 10.
I don't.
Okay.
If they get removed from the list, they can't come back, right?
They can come back.
They can't come back.
I don't
I'm saying
Because you're opening
Reese.
two-
I'm
you're
saying
opening two
Reese for now.
positions.
We can take him off.
Okay.
I say let's leave Ricky at number 10. We'll come
I
back.
say that's bias.
I'm not being biased.
If I'm watching this and I hear Ricky's DJ saying, "Hey, Reese must be lifted off the list and Ricky must stay on."
I hear you, but the stuff that
hold
I
on, but
can put
I'm saying,
the stuff
let's
that
have
I
a
can
vote
show.
of someone who we
But
can put
Kemo,
up.
you can't vote.
And
You
I'm-
can't vote.
yeah, you can't
Kemo
vote.
can't
But
vote.
then
All
I can't
right.
vote
All
either.
right.
because
So why am I
it's not
here?
my vote.
Why am I here then?
Let's vote. Is Ricky staying at number 10? Yes or no?
No.
Yes.
Lula? Yes.
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 Yeah.
No.
Sharp, it's done.
Ricky is off or he's staying
Off and fairs, the
completely?
merge.
completely.
Okay, well the votes
Things,
the highest
I'm
votes
with
we
you.
have is
It's
3. So Ricky's sitting at number 10.
Okay.
Does Avery stay on the charts?
No.
For now, no.
So everybody's agreeing Aries is off.
Yes.
So that brings us to number 9. So my number 8 is now number 9.
Yeah,
All right.
you've got a job today.
No, it's fine. We're out here. I've got more than enough time. We can be here, guys. All right. So next up on the list we have Mr. Cash Time himself, KO. Because he was at number 8, he's now being dropped down to number 9. Are you guys happy with him sitting there?
No.
I'm not happy with him on the list.
At all.
At all. I don't think he's done anything this year.
You dropped an album.
but he's
He
fine.
dropped an album last year in October. That album had one single which was dropped earlier in the year, Super Duper.
Yes.
Clean. It's a gold-selling
Yeah.
single.
Yes.
It topped the charts. That was on last year's list. He was on last year's list. Last year was his comeback year. 2020 is a new year, fresh leaf.
So what about the summer? He won the summer.
He
now.
won a SAMA now for best collaboration with Nandi Ngoma. The SAMAs have some credibility, but they lose it sometimes. The reason, in my opinion, that he won that award is because Skanda Love didn't win that award when Nandi and KO got together the first time.
So
and
you're
I
saying
know
they're
this,
paying back
having
now?
won many SAMAs, like over 11 SAMAs, I know how they work.
No. You are assuming. Unless you can get factual facts to say, no, because we didn't give him that award then, we're giving him this award now. You're speculating.
I'm telling you, I'm not speculating. I'm telling you how it works because I know.
You're going to make rules by yourself as well and tell us that's how it is.
What we're not going to do also is bring up industry rules that possibly we're not all aware of.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Are you happy with KO? Are you happy with KO?
Definitely not.
Definitely not. All right, moving on. Venom.
We can take him off.
Yo, this list is gonna have no rappers at the end. Okay.
Yeah, man, we gotta put some respect on KO, man.
Yeah.
No, like you guys, hold on. Let me make my point. Yes, we are not agents of nostalgia. I'm quoting Mersha on that one. But KO has consistently, firstly, produced projects. So you're correct in saying Super Duper was a hit in 2019.
And the album was 19.
And I believe in the scarcity of South African hip-hop, KO has been consistently delivering.
I agree.
Hold on, let me finish. He's had a bucket load of features where he consistently shows up as well.
I'm with you. I am with you 100%. But we can't keep giving daps because he's been consistent.
Yeah.
Is he actually there?
All right, so we're still not too sure about KO. Can other people weigh in? Lula, what do you have to say?
I think that KO had a good year above and beyond the award. I think that he has been consistent. Surely right now I can't say what particular song, but he's definitely...
That's
the problem. That is the problem.
Look, he released an album in October. That album did well for a lot of 2020. Maybe not every
No, it didn't do it well at all in 2020.
I think radio play is definitely a factor on anything that's got to do with music because that's where music gets played.
Say You Will was played last year.
Nonetheless, Nota, we've heard you. We are going to get the facts as to who was sitting at number one, when they were sitting at number one, and all of those situations. But for now, we've got to take a breather because clearly it's getting a little bit too hot out in here. You know what I mean? So while everybody kind of gathers themselves, please make sure that you still interact with us. Hashtag base hottest MCs is the hashtag. Let us know your thoughts, what you're thinking about the list at the moment. At number 10, we still have Mr. Ricky Rick. And at number 9, we have KO. It means we still have so many more numbers to go. I don't know if I can do this, but we'll be back. Welcome back to Base Hottest MCs. I still have my panel here who've decided to kind of catch a bit of a breath because, wow, I know things were a little bit heated here. So make sure that you still interact with us on the hashtag Base Hottest MCs. We are sitting on number 10 and number 9 on the list. At number 10, we've got Ricky Rick. At number 9, we've got KO. We don't have a number 8 as yet because somebody was thrown off the list. That means our number 7 now has to drop to number 8. Our number 7 is the one and only Big Zulu.
Can I say something quick? If anything, we must move KO to number 10, bring Ricky to number 9, then we can have this chat.
I think we should remove KO and Ricky.
We're here now.
And then have this chat.
I'm really interested to see who is above Big Zulu because he's had a great year.
You need to hear Venom out as well. How are we feeling about his suggestion about swapping the two, about swapping Ricky and KO?
We can.
If KO is in the list, then we can swap.
If we are keeping KO, then you know, because I feel like Ricky did more for the culture than KO did. You know.
Okay, so we're all in agreement. All right, so we're all in agreement. The list is now shifting. At number 10, we have KO. At number 9, we have Ricky Rick. At number 8, Big Zulu.
I think we can keep him there for now, and then as we move, he's definitely gonna have
I disagree. Can I tell you why? I think that if we keep Big Zulu at number 7, we're going to...
For now.
No, I hear that, but we're going to suffer because he deserves to be top 5. There's no doubt about it.
And with that, we're going to jump straight into our new number 7 spots. And on this one, we've actually got a tie. So this is where you could possibly move the two and separate them. We've got Nadia Nakai and Costa Titch.
Both of them off.
What?
Costa Titch is a new wave artist. I don't think he should be.
Why are you trying to box him in that new wave?
I can tell you why. It's not about boxing. He's a new artist. He has had an impact, but more as a new wave artist. Like
Nota, does he not graduate? Does he not graduate from the new wave because he was in the new wave?
I don't think he has doing this. I don't think Costa Titch has had more impact than Kamompela. I don't think that Costa Titch has had more impact in hip hop. Yes, she's a rapper.
What? He's a rapper.
Yes, she's a rapper. She's a rapper. She's a rapper. Is she a singer? Is she a singer? I just want to ask, is she a singer? The same way Shoma Josie was number 2 last year with her gom beats, with her Tonga music. The same way Kamompela needs to be recognized.
I hear you. But we can't keep boxing these kids and saying, how long is he going to be in the new wave?
You are boxing.
No, but she hasn't done anything for the hip-hop culture.
What do you mean? She's
for
rapping.
piano.
She's
Okay, guys.
Your hip-hop culture is American, bro.
No, it's not. Okay, listen. But also, please remember that we're speaking about Costa Titch and Nadia Nakai. So, as much as you might want to bring up other artists, we also need to deliberate and agree if we're bringing in those artists. You've said your piece. K-Easy. No, don't answer him. What you're going to do is you're going to weigh in on Costa Titch and Nadia Nakai. Thank you.
I think Costa Titch goes back to the statement of during disaster, there's an opportunity. And he is one artist specifically in South Africa, especially in hip hop, who COVID-19 was his gap and he took it with both hands. Right? I think, yes, he was a new wave artist. Yes, we all know about the success. The success of Ngalagata got even bettered with the remix with big names like obviously Ricky and AKA. And then what this guy was doing during the lockdown online, right? Mobilizing his audience, rocking with Costa. Those small things all added up. What Costa managed to do, which a lot of artists really struggle to do, is go from online, street to commercial. Do you get what I'm saying? Those 3 tiers are very difficult. Right now, Costa Titch, they were speaking about him as being an online artist. No. Costa Titch is becoming a household artist right now.
Everyone is an online artist in this world.
All right.
No,
okay.
Do they sell CDs? Just because he worked hard enough to have a crowd to perform to does not discredit what he's trying to say.
Everyone's an online artist.
Yes. Everyone's an online artist. But he managed to graduate from being that to being a mainstream artist.
Venom.
Everyone's an online artist.
I think what's happening right now is what the global pandemic has done is shift the way that we perceive things, We no longer have gatekeepers to curate content for us. Now we get people that are online and they can do whatever the hell they want and win. And I think
immobilize.
And I think that the thing that happened with Costa is exactly that. Like, you saw a gap and he was like, yo, I could actually bypass the gatekeepers and do things the way that I want to do them because he already had like an audience.
Now, Casper Nyovest started that in 2014.
A number of artists
with Doc Shebeleza.
A number of artists attempt the same thing.
A
number of artists, and not just right, they're all online artists, but they don't get as good traction as this kid did.
Casper Nyovest, you got the traction with Tolobelo. You got the same traction that Costa is getting with Tolobelo.
No time. We are not speaking about Casper right now.
We're speaking about Costa. And I'm saying that Costa has done what Casper did 6 years ago.
It's fine.
And let's not call it special 6 years later.
We are here for the list. We're not here for your opinion. At number 10. We've now swapped the list around. We have KO sitting at number 10. We have Ricky Rick at number 9. Okay? Yes. We have Big Zulu at number 8. At number 7, we've got a tie with Costa and Nadia. Are we keeping them there?
I think Costa deserves it.
How are Costa and Nadia ahead of Big Zulu?
Wait, we'll get there.
They don't have to be there. If you want to take somebody off, you can.
No, I'm just saying, let's unbundle Costa and Nadia because this is a disservice to Costa. We don't need to bundle them.
Okay.
Nadia did not do anything near what Costa did this year. She did not.
And
Nadia Nakai's brand value has skyrocketed.
This year? No ways.
Can I
please
finish?
No, you can't finish if you're lying.
And it's bigger than...
I'm not even finished with my point.
But you're lying.
Let's get to the bottom line.
Nadia Nakai's had brand value. But in 2020,
musically,
okay, cool.
In 2020, those deals were made in 2019.
Already launched,
right? So they cannot be credited in 2020. I do believe that Nadia gave us Practice and 40 Bars, DJ Capital and MT. Those were the 2 singles. Those 2 singles, in my opinion, didn't do that much. But it was content from her.
She tried.
Does she deserve to be on the list because of that? I don't believe so.
Okay, how do we feel about keeping Nadia on the list?
I think she can go.
All right, so the votes on the right is that she can go. How are we feeling about keeping her on the list?
I really want to keep her on the list.
You want to keep her on the list?
She works hard.
She does work hard.
I think that...
Let's hear.
And this is going to be very controversial for me to say, right? I need representation.
Thank you very much.
You know what I mean? But I am aware of the fact that South African hip-hop has a tendency of infantilizing the female rappers.
Yes.
You know, and treating them with baby gloves,
Like
kid gloves.
Kaboom.
You know what I mean? So, in that breath, I will acknowledge my bias when it comes to that. You know, but I really want to keep her on the list because of representation and because she was the most visible female artist. One of the most visible.
Can I make a suggestion?
Within representation, I want to throw this to you, Mandisa. We also need to remember that there are other female rappers, and we do have the opportunity to take people out of the list and replace them with somebody else.
Yes.
So, basing your argument on your bias of needing representation, is Nadia the person that you need to represent you, or would you like to replace her with somebody else?
Good question.
Based on 2020,
Based on 2020.
based on 2020, I think yes, I think Busiswa for
Let's
example.
replace Nadia with Busiswa and let's call it a
Do
day.
you agree with adding Busiswa to the list?
Busiswa.
Okay, let's vote with adding Busiswa. Are we putting on Busiswa?
On the list?
Yes.
I'm not sure.
I think
It's a yes or no question.
For now, no.
Okay.
yes.
But then we must open it up.
K-Easy?
Yes.
Moonchild.
Yes.
Moonchild.
Yes, Moonchild as well.
K-Easy? Yes,
Yes.
or no?
Actually, yeah. Yes.
You're saying yes.
Yes, that's true.
Julia,
I'm
you
saying
said
yes.
yes.
Busiswa, yes.
Kemo said no.
Okay, yes.
You saying yes to Busiswa?
Yeah, let's go.
Mandisa?
Absolutely.
So what are you feeling about Nadia?
I feel like let's take her off the list.
Okay, so everybody's voting to take Nadia off of the list.
Yeah.
Can we just acknowledge that we've opened up a whole can of worms?
Shoma Josie opened it.
Well, hold on. No ta.
Yeah, I hear you. Shoma Josie opened it.
The difference between Shoma Josie and Busiswa is that Shoma Josie said, I'm a rapper.
Yes, that's true.
Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yes.
And now that we've agreed that Busiswa is on the list, what number is she sitting on?
Okay, so she can't go over Big Zulu.
No, no.
She can go over Ricky and KO.
Yes, definitely goes over.
All right, so we've decided we're adding Busiswa, but what number are we placing her at?
We can put her at 8 now, then bring
And
Big Zulu
moving
down.
up Big Zulu to where?
Up
To 7.
seven. Up
So
for
Big
now.
Zulu's at number
Or up.
7.
Yep.
Where does that put Costa?
Oof.
At number 6
We
at
can
the
put-
moment.
we can put Costa at number
you guys
7.
cannot insult Busiswa
And put her
and
below.
put her below Costa.
Let Costa be in the new wave.
Nah,
then
he
we don't have
deserves
to
to
do
be
it.
on the
No,
list.
why?
He's
Let me tell you why.
coming on this
Can I
list.
tell you why? Can I tell you why?
Coming on this list.
So Costa's staying on this list, right?
Yeah.
Costa's staying on this list, and Busiswa's on this list. Are you happy with Ricky Rick, KO?
thing's getting hectic,
Busiswa,
Big Zulu.
Big Zulu, Costa Titch.
I don't know. Niti, Nika.
Are you happy with that?
Big Zulu
Costa
Costa
Titch at
Fish.
number 8, guys. Let's put Costa Titch at number 8. And raise Big Zulu and Busiswa. Let's raise Big Zulu to number 6, put Busiswa at number 7, put Costa Titch at number 8, put Ricky Rick at number 9, put KO at number 10.
I agree with
I'm with you.
I'm nervous about putting Busiswa at a higher ranking
Then
because she
Costa.
does not consider herself for the
rapper.
culture.
I feel
rapper.
like-
You know what I
Okay,
mean?
now
said
can
that
I
she
just
ticked
tell
all
you
the
something?
boxes in the
I hear what you're saying,
criteria.
right? And
Don't
everything
forget
that you
about the
just said is true. What I'm saying is that women do not find representation in hip hop, and therefore they can't even come out and say, I'm a rapper. A person like Busiswa, who started with spoken words, just like Shoma Josie, can't come out and confidently say, I'm a rapper, because her first introduction to South Africa is My Name Is. And therefore it brands her. But we are the authorities of this list. And we can decide whether she says she's
Thank
a
you for
rapper, she's a
including us.
dancer, she's a
Thank you.
pantsuba, she's a top spinner, right? Yeah?
All right.
We can say we believe she's a rapper because she's rapping.
Yeah, she
and
is
we
rapping.
can also say to the culture and all the South Africans that are watching, especially the kids from East London
Yes.
who look up to Busiswa, right, can say that Busiswa, Moonchild, Tierra Whack are all rapping on a song with Beyonce. In the same way that Beyonce is featuring on Megan Thee Stallion's song in 2020.
As a rapper.
Rapper.
They are on the same level.
For once, I will agree.
For once, we have an
I will agree.
agreement. Oh,
I
my
will agree.
Oh, I never thought we'd ever get here. All right, so just before we close off this part of Hottest MCs, we need to recap where we're sitting with the list. At number 10, we have KO. At number 9, Ricky Rick. At number 8, Costa Titch. Number 7, a brand new entry, Busiswa. And at number 6, we have Big Zulu. How are we feeling about the list? Are we feeling happy about it? Do we feel that somebody needs to move? Do we think that we need to keep it as is? You need to weigh in on that. Hashtag base hottest MCs. This, I think, is the end of part 1. What we will do is come back again tomorrow with part 2 of the top 10 hottest MCs of 2020.